Hey guys, it's Yap from Malaysia here, and you might know me from the previous episodes of Voices of Kakehashi. And if you don't, here's a brief introduction. I'm from the first batch of the Asia Kakehashi project, and I was placed in Nagoya City in Japan with a host family. So today we'll be talking about what to pack for Japan. So I'm sure all of you are excited, even though you might be a little bit worried, to go to Japan with the surrounding circumstances. But packing is the really first step to actually step out on your journey. So let's see what we should pack. Number 1, you will need photos of yourself. But not just any photos, you will need passport photos with a very specific size, which is 4 cm by 3 cm. You will need at least 3 of these photos with your very beautiful kawaii face on it, one of which will be used for your Zairyu Kado, which is your residence card, and it's a really important document for when you're in Japan. And another one will be used for your school ID card, and you can have more to spare as well. So these photos have really specific measurements, but don't worry, because if you go to a professional photo taking shop and if you tell them that you need these photos for Japan, they will print out the photos for you in the exact measurements stated. Number 2, you will need a travel adapter in Japan. Your country might not have similar electrical ports as they are in Japan, so please check, and if you do need a travel adapter, you should get one that looks like this. Yeah, so you will need these travel adapters in order to use your own electrical appliances in Japan, like your phone charger, etc. Number 3, you will need the right clothes in Japan. So Japan is a country that has 4 seasons, and personally I'm from Malaysia, so we are a tropical country and we don't experience winter, fall, spring. It's just permanently summer and hot. So in Japan, you will need thicker clothing. You might need jackets, you might need boots as well, and you will probably need long johns for winter. And you will need all of this to make sure that you don't freeze to death during the winter, especially if you are placed somewhere really cold like Hokkaido. And don't forget to check with your school regarding your school uniform as well. You might be required to bring extra sports shoes for gym use in Japan, or you might need to bring more sports attire, especially if you are planning to participate in a sports club. Number 4, medicine. So if you have medical conditions, it's recommended that you bring your own medicine from your home country to Japan. And that's because it might be hard to find medicine in a foreign country, especially if you need it urgently in an emergency situation. But do make sure that your LP or your host family or your teacher knows about it so that they can help you if you need it. Number 5, you should bring souvenirs from your own country to Japan. The souvenirs that you bring should be representative of your home country, and you can give the souvenirs to your host family, to your dorm mates, to your classmates, to your other Japanese friends, to your teachers, to your LP. You can exchange them with other exchange students that you meet, and you can even prepare a special gift for your host school. I personally recommend that you bring a lot of souvenirs to Japan, and that's because everything else you can buy in Japan, but souvenirs are unique to only your country, and that's why I think in this case more is better than less. Examples of what you can bring from your home country as souvenirs. For me, I brought batik cloth, which is a Malaysian produced local cloth, and I brought local snacks and sweets. I brought flyers and brochures and maps of Malaysia to introduce my country to my host family and friends. And I brought this, a durian sweet, which my host father really loved. He could finish like 1 pack in a week, and my host family, other members of my host family actually hated it, but it was fun seeing their reactions eating this. Don't forget to bring your country's flag as well. It'll be helpful in activities like orientations or camps, or even when you're doing presentations on your home country. And this is a souvenir that I received when I exchanged souvenirs with other Kakehashi students. This one was from Niva, if you remember her from the previous interview that we did. And it's from Indonesia. Thank you, Niva! And on that note, don't forget to bring your traditional attire as well. The traditional attire is really important because you get to show off your cultural identity and how unique your country is to other people. Last but not least, feel free to bring anything else that you think will enrich your experience in Japan. For example, you might want to bring a camera, or you might want to bring notebooks to journal your thoughts in. All in all, don't worry too much about packing because you'll be able to get many items that you'll need in Japan itself. For example, if you don't have winter clothing, you may buy them in Japan, and you don't actually need a lot of household or everyday items because your host family will provide them for you, or you can buy them at really cheap prices at stores like Daiso. So, to summarize, the 5 things that you will need to bring to Japan. Number 1, passport size photographs, which are 4cm by 3cm. Number 2, travel adapters. Number 3, the right clothing, medicine, and of course, souvenirs from your home country. Thank you for sticking with me throughout this whole video, and I hope that you find it helpful. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video, and stay tuned for the next episode of Voices of Kakehashi. じゃあね